Hello and welcome. My name is Kim Nickel. I am the Associate Director of Membership for the ICF Sacramento chapter. And this video, this session, is a Q&A about membership. A lot of questions that come up as people think about what membership means, what's included, the different options, what it costs, all of these questions. So I'm going to address the ones that I get most often. And I want to start by giving you a little bit of context about who I am and why I'm a member here. My name is Kim. As I mentioned, I am a coach, and I was coaching even before I became a member of ICF. I completed the coach training at UC Davis. That was in 2020, and became a member of ICF, and then began pursuing my ACC credential as part of ICF. But even before that, I was working as a coach, both independently. I was doing mindfulness coaching, life coaching, leadership coaching. And I also worked for a company that did communication skills, trainings, and development. And I was a public speaking coach and worked with a lot of companies up and down the West Coast doing training and one on one coaching for folks there. So I initially, at the outset, just want to set that because as you think about what this membership can mean for you, I want to acknowledge you might already be practicing as a coach, working as a coach, being of great service to your clients and community as a coach. And I also want to share that I live in San Francisco, so I'm not in Sacramento. And my work is a combination of both life coaching, leadership coaching, and I also work internally at LinkedIn on their learning and development team. And my specialty is manager development. So that's a little bit about me. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see a little bit more about what we're going to talk about. And if you ever need to message me, my email is right there. Please come to me with any questions that you have. So let's get into some of these questions. Why would I join ICF or the ICF Sacramento chapter? How can ICF Sacramento help me? What if I don't live in Sacramento? What are the different kinds of membership? How much does it cost? And what if I'm not a credentialed ICF coach? We will talk about all of these things and a little bit more in our time today. Let's get started. If you are new to ICF, and you might be, I want to start at that high level. So, ICF means the International Coaching Federation. It is a global organization dedicated to coaching, to elevating the profession, to providing some industry standards. And it's widely recognized by many organizations around the world. Again, you do not have to be a member of ICF in order to be a great coach, but it is the organization that we are aligned with. So I'm going to refer to it quite a lot today. And if you haven't visited the website, you can go right up to that link there, coachingfederation.org, to learn more. As ICF, they have chapters all around the world. And so we are in Sacramento. We are the Sacramento chapter. And so we'll continue on. So, why would I join ICF or the Sacramento chapter? Fundamentally, this is how I think of it. And this was what also informed my decision. It's about being connected to a professional community of practitioners. This includes life coaches, leadership coaches, health coaches, business coaches, parenting coaches. There are so many kinds of coaches. And all of these practitioners are part of this community that is also global in scope. So even though I'm here in the US and I'm here in the Bay Area, coaching and our coaching community extends far beyond that. And I don't know if this has been true for you, but because of COVID and work from home, all of my work has now transferred to being online. I have clients that live in other countries. I also have clients who live in the US, but that work for multinational corporations. And so they're working in very international environments. And for me, this sense of global scope felt meaningful and helpful for me in the work that I want to do. It also is a way to continue your professional development. So within the ICF Sacramento chapter, I'll talk some more in a moment about the different programs that we offer. And that can relate as well to ICF because if you are a credential holder, if you have the ACC, the PCC, or the MCC credential, and ACC means Associate Credentialed Coach. PCC is, I believe, professional or proficient, professional credentialed coach or certified coach. MCC is master level. Then maintaining your ICF credential requires that you continue to develop and that you get a certain number of continuing coach education units. So to maintain that ICF credential, taking going to programs, doing learning events that will get you those hours to maintain that. And I want to distinguish here between being an ICF member and an ICF credential holder. So you could be a member of the International Coaching Federation, and you could be a successful, skillful, amazing coach and not hold an ICF credential. You might not be ACC, PCC, or MCC credential. So that's possible. If you are going down the path of getting that credential, then you will be ACC, PCC, or MCC. And the reason that matters is because if you are a student or if you are new to coaching, or maybe you have been coaching for a decade, but now you want to become part of the MC or the part of the ICF membership community, then there will be a period of time when you are a member, but you're working your way towards achieving that ACC credential. And this will become significant in a little bit when I talk about what the different membership options are. So, and I also want to offer that in our chapter, we have this wonderful resource. Her name is Colleen Chandler, and she is our go to person on all things credentialing. The process can sometimes be a little bit confusing. How many hours, how many clients, how does it all accrue across what timeline? And Colleen is our chapter um, wisdom and knowledge holder on everything credentialing. So if you are a member, if you have questions, even if you're not a member, I would encourage you to reach out to her because she knows so much. And we're all really invested and care about supporting coaches and supporting this profession. I also want to share that for me, as a person who had worked professionally as a coach, but did not feel a strong connection to a professional coaching community, these were significant reasons for me to come into the ICF world and then the Sacramento chapter. And for me, Sacramento already had some members that I knew from my program because it happened in Sacramento. And it really was the relationships and being a part of that community that helped me. But also, really stepping into that mindset of, I am a coach. This is what I do. This is my profession. This is what I am here. This is how I am of service to people and organizations. Having that community of practitioners to connect with and learn from and share experiences with became very meaningful and important to me. Because also, if you are an external coach, if you're not part of a bigger organization, it can be a very isolating experience. There are so many coaches who really venture out on their own, and it can feel a little overwhelming or a little isolating at times. So, having a community is definitely one of the benefits. And because everything is online now, you can also join from wherever you are. So let's continue. All right. So how can the Sacramento chapter help you? Well, it depends. Where are you in your coach journey? What are you working on? I just mentioned if you're a really new coach, like I was when I joined, part of what happened, and I say new, like I had been coaching, but I was new to thinking of myself as like an ICF coach and part of the community. So if that is you and you're still developing your hours to get your credential, then there are ways that we can help you. If you are an internal coach and maybe you don't need or want a formal credential, there are ways that we can help and support you. And if you are a master level coach, there are also ways that we can support you. If you are building a business, there are ways we can support you. So let's talk a little bit more about some of these things. So, number one, community. Whether you're a new coach or a seasoned coach, whether you coach internally within your organization or externally as an outside resource or a combination of both, our programs can help, our community can help. Our online programming. So, before COVID, all of our work was really in person. And for me, that would have not worked at all. Actually, COVID and work from home is what made it possible for me to become a part of this chapter in an active and easeful way because all of our programming is now online and through Zoom. So no matter where you live, you can join. One of the ways that this chapter can help support you is because we offer programs where you can get those CCEUs, those continued coach education units, and all of that will help to maintain your credential status. It will help you to learn and grow, and it does so in a really cost effective manner, which you'll see when I talk more about the different coaching membership options. And this year we started something new. Actually, started in Q3 of 2020, and it's this coach mastermind and case analysis group. It's a small group of 6 coaches and 2 master coach facilitators, and these coaches meet once a month for 6 months, and everyone brings a coaching situation, client issue, something they're facing that they want support on, and they speak together in like complete confidentiality, but to provide support to these coaches. So and I did it the last cohort, so it was wonderful. So we've got a new one of those launching in March. And also new this year, we have a business development series. And that, I believe it's going to be a year-long program that you can do either the entire series or you can just do individual months. And that is going to launch in April. So look to our website. There will be more information coming soon about what that is and how that works. Because some of our coaches, and this might include you, are also not just great practitioners, but you're also running and developing and growing your business. And you also get support with ICF accreditation. The process can be a little bit confusing sometimes. And so connecting with our resource, Colleen, can really help to demystify some of those requirements and questions. So, what if you don't live in Sacramento? Well, the good news is that you are welcome to join no matter where in the world you live. Our community currently includes coaches who live in Washington State, who live in Nevada, Idaho, Tennessee. We have coaches that join and participate from all over, and including me. I'm in San Francisco, so just a bit of a drive away from Sacramento proper. And so having online programming makes it easy to participate. And as COVID vaccinations increase and as restrictions on gathering ease, then we will start to introduce some in person events because I know there are so many of us who miss that. But we are still maintaining our commitment to offering online programs. It's also been a way to make it easier for coaches to connect with each other. It takes less time. You don't need to find parking. It's just very easy to access. So if you don't live in Sacramento, you're still welcome to join our chapter. And I might even offer, look and see what other chapters have programs that you can learn from and join, into, because we really are this international community of coaches. And when things become online, it becomes easier to access. So if you don't live in Sacramento, it's not a problem. You're still welcome to join us as a member. So here are some of the things that the chapter offers. Every month, we have our main chapter member meeting. We do lunch and learns. Those tend to be free and they're on different topics related from anything from, marketing and growing your business to big questions that come up when people are coaching to external coaching questions, internal coaching questions. It's a really fun community and a learning experience, and also a little bit of networking to connect with other coaches. We offer core competency classes every month. Our mastermind and case analysis, which I talked to you about, it's a 6-month program. We have different pricing, as you note, between whether you are a member or not. And notice too that for the core competency class and for the mastermind and case analysis, you get CCEUs for that. We have our business development series, which is launching in April. And we have our pro bono and ignite programs. And those are kind of exciting. There's not a whole lot I can tell you right now as we're getting ready to launch what these are going to be. But essentially, it's a way of coaching more, of being of service to communities that matter, as well as bringing our work to support the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And it sounds so lofty, but on a very local level, it really is about supporting our community and our collective well being as coaches. And if you are a member, you also are listed in our coaches directory. As a chapter, we really want to support all of our members to coach more, to coach better, and to coach connected. And so all of these are ways that we seek to be able to do that. And you can always check for our upcoming events. It's listed on the website. And I'll also share this PDF with you so that you can click the link and it'll bring you right there. So those are some of the things that the chapter offers. Now, let's talk about membership and cost. This is the part, if you've gone to our website, it's very easy to be a little confused. So I'm going to break this down for you in a way that I hope will make sense. You'll see this affiliate and non-member, an associate kind, and then like full member. And let's look at each one of those. So let's start with non-member. This is the person who is not a member of ICF Global. You have not paid to be a member of the Sacramento chapter. So, in general, you're like a member of the general public, or you might be a student, right? You have no formal connection to ICF Global or to the chapter, but you might be curious. You might be interested in our programs, and you might come to a free lunch and learn, or you might pay $15 to come to one of our paid programs. That's what non member means. Next, let's come up here and look at affiliate. So, affiliate level means that you are a member of ICF Global. And when you were filling out your membership form and it asked you, like, where is your home chapter? You selected Sacramento as your home chapter. But you are not a paid member of the Sacramento chapter. So you don't pay any dues to us. You're a member of ICF Global and you checked Sacramento as your home chapter. Now let's come down here to the blue. Let's look at associate level. So what this means is that you're not a member of ICF Global, but you are a paid member of the Sacramento chapter. And this is really for non ICF coaches. You know, you're a great coach, but you're just not interested in being a member of ICF Global. Great. You're still fully welcome to come in and we can offer you some benefits as a result of that. You also might be a person who's maybe not doing a lot of formal coaching, like maybe you're an HR business partner or you work in learning and development in some other capacity. Um, but for some reason, you're also really interested in our programming. You want to come, fantastic. Come on in. You can be an associate member. And then you have up here the green. This is like full member status. And what this means is you are a member of ICF Global. You are a paid member of the Sacramento chapter. And so this will be those of us who are ICF credential holders or also new coaches who are on the path to getting their ACC, to getting their credential. I suppose it's also possible you might be a member of ICF Global, but you don't hold the credential, maybe because you do work in learning and development or some other HR capacity. So you're a member of ICF Global, but you haven't gained a credential. And you're also a member of Sacramento chapter. Okay, let's move on. So here's what it means in terms of cost. So for a non-member, and for the affiliate, it's kind of basically the same. There are no chapter dues. And what it means is that you simply pay per event. And most of our monthly events are $15 to $20. If you are a member of ICF Global, you will get CCEUs for that. If you are not, then we still issue a CCEU for attending, but you may not have any way to use it. But it's really easy to simply come drop in on the things that are interesting to you. And there will be a higher price for some of our longer programs, like the 6-month mastermind or the 12-month business development series. Now, over here, if we look at the associate level, and remember, this is for the person who is a member of ICF. No, I take that back. They are not a member of ICF. And then your chapter dues that you paid to Sacramento are $120 a year. And this gets you free access to attend all of our CCEU events, and you get preferred pricing for Mastermind and the Business Development Series. So again, you're not a member of ICF Global, but you are a full benefited member of our Sacramento chapter. That's what associate means. And then up here, member, this is where, yes, you are a member of ICF Global. And yes, you pay chapter dues to Sacramento chapter of $60 a year. It's free to attend all the CCEU events, and you get preferred pricing for the mastermind and the business development series. And I'll tell you, this was also one of the reasons why I decided to become a member is I lived in San Francisco. I was, didn't realize at first it would be okay for me to join Sacramento because I didn't live there. But as I was looking at some of the events, I wanted to attend them. I saw that they were $15 and I thought, well, gosh, if I pay $60 for the year, I can just attend all of them and it will pay for itself in just 4 events. And I can get all of these CCEUs as I continue to participate and go to things as well. So for me, it felt like, oh, that sounds great. That totally supports me where I'm at. It helps me get closer to my goals, and I get to have a nice community in which to do it. Easy, done. That was my thinking, and that was why I ended up joining Sacramento. So now let's talk for a moment. What if I'm not an ICF credentialed coach? Well, no problem. If you are an ICF member, and remember, we're distinguishing between membership and credential holder. So you're a member, you don't have a credential yet, but you're on the path to ACC, you can join as a member of the Sacramento chapter for full chapter benefits. That's a great option for students, for new coaches. That's essentially what I ended up doing. If you are not an ICF member and you're not pursuing an ICF credential, you are still welcome to join. We would still love to have you. You can participate as a non member, just simply pay per event, or join as an associate. That's the $120 option. And you get free admission to all of these member events, and you get preferred pricing on the mastermind, case analysis, and the business development series. So I hope that this has been helpful to you and clarified some of the questions that you have had. Our intention at ICF Sacramento really is to support coaches and the coach community. And you are so welcome to be here. Now that everything is online and it's easy for folks to join from anywhere in the world, anywhere across the country, it's really been a beautiful and incredible thing to have more folks who even live outside the little geographic range, because we all have so much to offer and so much to add. So we would love to have you be a part of our community. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me at my official ICF Sacramento email address here, or you can also connect with me online, find me on LinkedIn, shoot me a note, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much, and hope to see you at an event soon.